jellyfish. What in the fuck? Turd Talks. Well, they can't all be winners, can they? Turd Talks.
I will not be doing that.
I'm not an alcoholic. I'm not a real alcoholic.
Yes,
I don't
you know when you say I'm not an alcoholic, you know it's
she
bad.
was looking. I saw her face. She was like, "This guy wakes up and
is-
drinks like this for sure."
It is Sunday, and how you do your Sunday is up to you.
Thank you.
Yeah. Oh, I made it.
I'm gonna get mine ready here.
Gotta get it primed. There it
Yeah.
goes.
Yeah.
Okay, ready? You're gonna really get a lot here. It's gonna be great.
All right. This week we have New York stand-up. She tours internationally. She has.
Oh wait, hold on. It's the ghost of academic future.
All right. This week we have New York stand-up. She tours internationally. She has 3 albums on Spotify and iTunes. She has 2 specials titled Self-Help Me and The Ghost of Academic Future. She has over 2 million views on YouTube. She also is the author of Why Cats Are Assholes. Please welcome Liz Miele.
He's my favorite. See?
I'm gonna have to request bubble guns at every podcast now. This is lovely.
Got too much on you.
No, I love it.
Yeah, you don't want to.
No, I
didn't.
I don't have to shower again. This
sorry.
is great.
Yeah.
Yep.
Love it.
There's Dawn in here. Dawn soap.
Yeah,
so
yeah. Oh, good. Oh,
It's
good.
the best.
So thank you for being on Turd Talks. We were at your show last night at
Yeah.
Off the Hook, and it was a bit of a bummer because the crowd was just.
Terrible. No, I was gonna apologize. It was not. It was my least favorite show that you guys came and saw.
I want to
Really?
apologize to you for Naples on behalf of Naples.
I was warned enough to have my expectations be so low. Like I was gonna bring an emotional support friend because I just figured I was gonna bomb all weekend.
Like
so
a
it's
stress ball or something.
no,
on
like
stage?
a human.
Like a human. Oh, okay.
Yeah, like a friend, like somebody that loves me for me.
Gotcha.
But they've actually been pleasantly good. Even that one, if that was my entire weekend, that show, that would still be better than the stories I've heard. So
Yeah.
Really?
that being said, that was my worst show. It was fine. I was telling a girlfriend of mine, she's working in Sacramento. I was like, it was like a 5 out of 10. Like, was it pleasurable? No. Was it the worst show I've ever had? Absolutely not. Would I do it again for money? Probably.
Right.
Probably.
Yeah.
I was thinking
Yeah,
maybe
it's-
not. I mean, if it was me, it's like right in that middle section, you know.
If all of them were like that, absolutely no. But right
Yeah,
now, like the 8 p.m. ended up being the best show of the weekend. And then
Well, that's good.
and Thursday
Yeah.
was pretty good.
of that same day, the 8 p.m.
Yeah. So
Oh,
8 p.m.
wow.
was my best show, and that 6 p.m. was probably my worst show.
Wow, huge
But-
fluctuation.
Yeah, but even that, they were fine. It just wasn't enjoyable. And I felt like I was like, if that was a date, I would have known in the first minute I wasn't going to ever see that man again.
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, it wasn't horrible. It wasn't like a date that I would like write home about or be like upset about. I'd just be like, yeah, he was nice, I guess.
Mhm, gotcha.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Right
but like,
down the middle.
But like, I'm
like,
not. I don't need to have a second date with this man.
No, I get it.
What's the worst city and what's the best city? I'm curious.
Okay, so like audience wise,
Mm-hmm.
the worst I've ever bombed in my entire life was in Leeds, UK.
The UK.
The UK.
The
Leeds,
Brits
UK.
don't laugh much.
Leeds.
Huh?
No, I actually
they do, but it's
pretty
gonna be
well,
jolly.
but it's just not. They're just like kind of. I wasn't.
It's
I,
just not a
Yeah.
happy people.
no, and
Enough
they
tea
it just
jokes?
like yeah, right.
Yeah.
And I love tea.
See?
It wasn't the right setup. It wasn't the right city. I wasn't the right comic, and it was probably about 8 years ago, and it still is like. I don't know how much money I'd have to be paid to even risk. Like if I probably have fans there now, and I'd be like, I don't know. I have
It's not-
PTSD from how
Yeah.
awful it was.
Wow.
Because
Really?
it wasn't just bombing. It was being heckled the whole time.
Holy
like it was,
shit.
And when you headline in the UK, your set is only about 20 minutes. So keep in mind, it felt like I bombed for hours, and it was 20 minutes of being heckled the whole time, and just being like, I just have to run the clock. Like I just have to hit 20 minutes.
I wonder if it's 20 because they're so harsh.
No, because it's just for some reason because they do a lot of breaks. They don't have waiters and waitresses. They'll do like a host and then like an opener, and then they have like a 10-minute break and everybody gets their beer, and then they come back and then they have another comic, and then they have another
beer,
break.
another piss break. Come on, let's go. It's Irish.
Yeah, no, you're wrong. But
little
yeah,
Scottish.
I fucked that up.
But yeah, I would say that's, it was so long ago and it still haunts me.
Is there a place
Damn.
that's like your best that you just love performing there, and the people just
London, actually. So London is probably
London?
Yeah.
So
you
right
guys- you guys are
right
adorable.
next door.
It's not right next door.
Wait, what am I?
It's hours away. It's
Okay.
Yeah. It's not huge.
I'm slow. So.
It's okay. We all are.
Okay. Okay.
But yeah, so I would say London, Sydney was incredible. I like Sydney was both one of the prettiest places and just one of the best audiences. Glasgow was pretty amazing if you want to bust your Scottish accent out.
We loved you, lad. Lass. Fuck, I fucked up again. It's okay.
But I would say those, and then like DC is really good. Like I would say I always have a blast in DC. Austin has probably been my favorite city this
Austin's
tour.
fun.
Have you heard of
they're
Kill
weird
Tony?
out there in Austin.
I know of him, but I don't know him well.
Okay. It's a huge, like a stand-up thing. Rogan's been changing that shit around a lot over the
Yeah. But
the
it's just
whole,
like the way New York is a great comedy city. Austin's a great comedy city.
Yeah.
DC is a great comedy city. San Francisco is a great comedy city. Boston's a great comedy. Like there's certain cities that are just like, they're just good.
Yeah.
And I have to say Austin in the US, it would probably be like Austin, DC, New York City.
So Austin's top in U.S.?
Right now, because it was probably the most fresh, but yeah, like it's been DC forever though for me. Like they're smart and they're, I don't know, good
They're
comedy.
witty,
they're witty and they appreciate good comedy and unique comedy. And I think that's where I've been struggling here, which is like, yeah, man, I'm not gonna just be dunt jokes.
Yeah.
like,
That's
just,
what they love here.
Knock,
That's what they're
knock.
waiting for, is the knock knock.
and I'm so far removed from that.
Yeah.
And I know I'm not for everybody, but even on an average show, I can usually win people over. And I think I did in some sense, but not enough that people, I want to entertain. I don't want somebody to spend money and be like, "Whoa, that was a waste." And I don't know, I don't want to come back anywhere where people are going to regret how they spent their money and what they did in their evening. It doesn't feel good for me either.
Right.
Like I'm not a snake oil salesman. I'm not a con artist.
Well, it was a room full of grandpas, though.
Yeah, but I actually have an older male fan base.
Really?
Yeah, like
Oh.
even the fans that came out are like in their 50s, 60s, and 70s. Like that's not the problem. It's they have to want unique comedy. They can't just want comedy.
But bumps.
Yeah, because I'm
yeah.
a storyteller and I'm weird and I'm angry and I'm loud.
Yeah, I could feel like the streets of New York when you were talking.
Dude, like the Thursday show, it was all these New Jersey, New York people that were like shaking my hands and being like, "Thanks for bringing home back." Like, you know what I mean?
I could
like,
smell the air.
yeah, like I am.
Thanks for bringing it back.
I
I
am-
felt it. I loved it.
I'm Jersey
That's great.
trash. Like I bring it anywhere I go.
That's great. But it's always a
I
real.
love that energy. Because people from New York are just funnier. Don't you think?
Authentic. There's like an authenticity.
just- I heard Seinfeld say that like the taxi drivers are funny. The bellman's funny. There's everybody, the guy who gets you your cup of coffee. Like everybody's funny in New York.
I
Is
think
that true?
I do think we are a funny breed. I think the East Coast is a vibe, the same way that like the South has its own kind of disposition, and California has its disposition, and Texas has its disposition. I think I do pretty well in general on the East Coast because I think it's its own personality trait. We're clearly very not united here, but I think if there's any region, East Coast, and specifically that kind of tri-state area like New York, Connecticut, New Jersey, or even New York, Connecticut, New York, New Jersey, Pennsylvania, like that kind of, I don't know. I feel there's an honesty and there's a bluntness and there's
I love
also like, I don't know. I don't know if we say things creatively. We just say things uniquely in some way that, which I think any place does it. It's just that we don't sugarcoat it. So if you go to the South,
You're an
there's-
asshole.
You
If you're
bust-
being an
you bust
asshole, the
balls.
guy's gonna
Yeah.
fucking tell
I'm
you.
gonna bust your balls.
You're being a fucking asshole. You're
Yeah.
like,
But
oh my
it's-
god, I am.
But it's more like I'd rather throw a rat in your face than fucking talk to you. Like, you know what I mean? Like it's I think you both know that we just called each other an asshole, but like,
Yeah.
Yeah.
so it's, I think you go to the South and parts of the South, and it's a lot of like placating people and pretend. Bless her heart. You know what I mean? Before they say something, before they say something mean. And I don't have a problem. Like I'm on the subway, somebody will be like man spreading or taking up room, and I'll be like, buddy, what are we doing?
Yeah.
Like I paid $275, you paid $275. Fucking move your legs. And I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck that he's 6'4". I don't give a fuck that he's a dude. Move over.
Yeah.
Like, so I think there's also like,
That's New York, baby.
and I'm a nice person, but don't fucking, like, I'll get up for a pregnant woman. I'll get up for an old dude. But like, if there's a seat and you're just fucking putting your backpack there, fucking move your backpack.
Mm-hmm.
So it's like, I think there's also a vibe of like, I'm not gonna.
There's gerbils in here.
There's gerbils.
That's what I would say if I wanted my backpack to keep.
I'd be like, cool. Well, they can't. That those gerbils paid no money to
There's
sit
fucking
here.
gerbils in here. I saw you. I mean, they're tiny. They're born yesterday.
I'd be like, can I see it? I'm like, I want to see a
And I'd be
gerbil.
like, fine. There you go.
So
I lost my jewel in case you haven't.
yeah, I can see you
Yeah,
fidgeting
yeah,
and
I
freaking
just-
out or having an anxiety attack over here. He's
yeah,
still smoking a jewel. This guy, I can't believe it.
I gotta look for it. It's gone.
So I'm sorry to hear about your recent string of cat deaths that have happened. It's very unfortunate.
Yeah, it doesn't even make sense, and it's put me on high alert anxiety because I have 2 kittens now, and like my mom updates me every day because otherwise I'd be like, are they alive? Like just.
Are they okay?
And the one thing I like about cats is they're resilient, and you could literally, set it and forget it. And
I've seen him fall off buildings and stuff.
oh,
and
dude,
balconies.
I've thrown them off buildings.
Oh
like
yeah, your
fucking.
cat, his cat actually fell off a
Yeah.
balcony.
Oh no.
Open
And
window.
it was okay.
Broke his fang off or whatever the fuck you call it.
Yeah.
Had a concussion. He was fine though. Took him a week. Thought he was
Yeah.
gone, but he came back.
Aw. And that's
Yeah,
the thing is like I think it's really. I already have anxiety, and now I have like I can see what kind of parent I would be. Like I am very much not okay being away from them. Like until I need them to be like a year and a half, and like just one of them's getting real fat, and that makes me feel like that's hearty and healthy right now.
Yeah.
But then eventually
Yeah.
I'll be like, go on a diet, get your
Yeah.
life together.
I'm with you. If we leave for 2 days, I'm like, what's going on with the cats? We have one of those
Little cat cams.
little camera.
Yeah, I was never a cat cam person, and now I have one.
God.
I just want to see them. I'm literally, dude, I can't tell you how embarrassing it is. I'll be home at like 1 a.m. after a gig. I'm in my hotel room. I'm not watching YouTube. I'm just like, oh, he's sleeping.
So it's like a cat cam that you watch.
Yeah, I'll
Yeah.
make sure. And what I do is I close because they break everything in my bedroom. So I close my bedroom door. I close my office door. So they have I have this kind of, everything else is kind of lofty and open.
Uh-huh.
So they have 80 cat beds. They have a couch. They're fine. So I make it so I have to see them. And that's like helps.
Nice.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I like overweight cats the best.
Fat cats are the best.
I got a
Nice and healthy.
I got a
You just
big
wanna
fat
pat their
cat.
side.
My cat Yara. It's
Yeah.
just
I love
Yara's
big
oh,
meatball of a
that's
cat. I love
that's
it.
a choice.
That's how
Yeah.
you know. That's how you know you love them.
Yeah.
Is that
Mhm.
they're, and I've always had skinny cats, and I'm just like, I just want you to be fat. I just want more of you.
Yeah. Yes.
Cuddly presence.
I love the names of your cats too, because my cats have strange names like that.
What are your cats?
I got Yara, June, Mr. Meeps, and Christmas.
Perfect.
But we call her Kismis.
Yeah, no.
Kiss.
I don't call any cats their Christian names. You know what I
Right,
mean?
yeah, they're God,
you know what I mean? They're
God-given Christian
the
names.
names that they were baptized.
Yeah.
I have
Hezekiah.
yeah, it's truly because
Hezekiah.
so like revenge.
Hezekiah 3.
When I had revenge abs, he was just Abs or Abby. But like sometimes I get so mad, I'd be like Abs, Abby, Abigail. That's not his name. That's not his name.
Right.
Yeah, you just
But
going
like
further with it.
Tater Tots was Tots or Toddy. Pasta was P Face.
Face.
Yeah,
That's a great one.
never called her Pasta. It was always P Face. And then now with Lunchbox and Ghost, it's Ghost. I say pretty often. Sometimes I'll be like Go, and then Lunchbox is Lunchy, or I'll call him Lunch.
Nice.
You know what I mean? And he's
Yeah.
the fat one, so appropriate.
It
I'm just
works.
really good at what I'm doing.
You always have to have 3 like sub nicknames
Per
like,
cat.
Per cat, yeah. They have their original name, which you hardly use, and then there's like 3 other names.
Also, this is in my book, but this is 100% true. A good pet name, any pet name, and I actually think a child's name at this point, you have to be able to yell it.
Yeah.
Like if you can't yell it, it's not a good name. So I
Absolutely.
thought about naming a cat Coupons, and I say coupons with a Q, But I thought about naming it coupons, but you can't it's like
Can't
coupons.
yell that out.
Yeah, it's not.
Yeah,
It's,
coupon.
and you don't want to say Q now with like QAnon
Yeah, the
and
nicknames.
stuff.
Where's it gonna go?
I didn't. So I was
it's
like,
not gonna go anywhere.
it's not a solid name. So you
Yeah,
have
yeah.
to practice. So like,
I always tell people that it's got to be something that just rolls off the tongue and is fun to say because you're
Yeah.
going to be saying it all
or
the time.
confuses the fuck out of people. Like there's nothing like. Could you
That's
imagine?
fun.
I'm yelling lunchbox. I want to know what my neighbors think. I really. I have. Like I literally like. God damn it, lunchbox! Like he breaks everything.
This lady keeps losing the fucking lunchbox. They call the cops.
So I,
Somebody's gonna call the fucking cops.
so I think it's important. Like I always say like they don't have a job. They're not going to college. Fucking have fun with it. Like I like and for dog names too. Like sure, call it Bradley, but I don't know. At least have a fun nickname for Bradley, like Poop Face or something.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah, Poop Face McGee.
Yeah.
Some other
B-Rad.
shit.
B Radley.
Yeah.
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 I had Farfy. That was my
Farfy.
that
Yeah,
was
you
my
love
boy.
you love
My
that
boy.
cat.
Chris
Farfy.
Farley, and then went to Farfy.
I like Farfy.
Yeah.
So, what do you think of Naples so far? I know you probably haven't seen that much of
Well,
it, but
I have walked a mile to a Starbucks every day
Was
and
it
gotten work
beautiful?
done. I mean, honestly, really great seating, solid
Mhm.
bench seating. I try to do stuff everywhere I go, but if it's hard or expensive, it's not worth it.
Yeah.
Like, and also the shows are so early that it's like I don't even have time.
You're just like gonna wake up and then you.
I
just
wake
do like a
up-
very small routine and then you just get ready for the show.
Yeah, so I've been like waking up, literally working for a couple of hours, showering, taking some meetings, and going to shows, and then going to bed at 11:30, which is
Whoa.
awesome. Like genuinely, I normally go to bed at 2 a.m. I had a friend call me and she's like, "Are you okay?" I was like, "I was sleeping." She's like, "Crazy."
I can't believe you.
Yeah, this
Yeah.
is nuts. She's like, "Just say you don't want to talk to me." I was like, "No." Like, I'll show you my Fitbit. It
I'm
says
going to
sleeping.
bed earlier and earlier, man. Like
That's
I'm
happening to me
passing
too,
out
just being back here.
now. 10:30.
Yeah, I'm proud of you. You look great.
Thank you.
You really
I
look
feel-
well rested.
I feel rested. I feel fantastic. I am getting up at like the crack of dawn though.
Why are you getting up so early?
It's so hot out.
Oh, that makes sense.
That
You
I feel
enjoy the
like-
morning.
Yeah, I feel like I only have a few hours where I can really get shit done outside, and then
Oh man,
That's it.
old man vibes.
know
Really is.
That is.
it
That's
happened
how you know
like
it starts.
that. It happened like that. Now I'm just mowing the lawn and shit.
Yeah,
5
yeah.
a.m.
Yeah, and then you're like, "What? You just woke up? I got 5 things done today
Yeah.
before you
Yeah.
even woke
Oh,
up."
you lazy piece of shit. Yeah, it's happening
I
fast.
mean-
I'm wearing Hawaiian shirts. I'm going to bed early.
I'm
as
proud
fuck.
of you. I just,
I'm leaning into it. I'm leaning in.
I
I didn't
don't.
see him for a
He's
few years.
disgusting.
And I came back to this. I didn't see him for a
Yeah.
few years.
Yeah, no.
3.
At least
I
I'm not
came back to
reffing.
this.
At least I'm
Yeah.
not refereeing fucking
World Star
Cross games?
dude. I'm fucking world reffing fucking World Star,
Yeah.
reffing World Star fights. This is the outfit that I chose for
I
that.
love this. It's so.
It
you're
feels good.
No, you're just like you don't take me seriously.
It just I just
So am I missing anything in Naples? Like I don't feel bad that I've done nothing and made no effort.
No, I think we talked about the Trump grocery store that has
Yeah.
the club on top.
Yeah.
That's really the big thing to do here, and
Yeah.
and we stay far away from that place.
Yeah. So I think I handled Naples great, which is I got work done. I didn't
Did.
get sunburnt and I met nobody.
I mean
Perfect.
that's pretty much the average story of being here.
Nailed it.
You know?
Nailed the Naples.
You
trip.
got
this
through
is
the
the most
sets.
I've talked to anybody in a city, by the way.
Holy shit! There you go.
So a few weeks ago on the cast, we did a bit where I was listing off sex positions that have kind of funny names or sex acts with funny names, and he was guessing what they are. And I've heard that you've come up with a couple of feminist sex positions.
Yeah.
Can you share
Ah.
those with us?
I can't. I don't remember 'em.
You don't
See?
remember?
I like truly. I wrote that joke. It was my first viral video. I probably wrote it
Wow, that's really cool.
12 or 13 years ago. Then it was on my first album, which is now I kind of made it into a special and put it online. I'm proud of it. I'm happy for it, but I'm not that person anymore. And
Right.
I don't think people like, I don't have a great memory and I really don't do a lot of old jokes. I do my hour, I film it, and then I start to write. I'm already writing.
It's just done after.
Yeah,
you get
I'm
done with it.
already 20 minutes into what my next hour is going to be, and I haven't even filmed my most recent hour. So
It's like a musician with albums.
yeah,
They get done with the
but-
shit and then.
but most musicians, if they have hits, they play them for the rest of their career.
That's true too. Yeah.
And comedy, just doesn't work that way. I'm not saying there are not people that would like to see them live or I know people that watch my specials and listen to my albums over and over, but like, I'll be honest, I get bored pretty quickly. And my favorite part is figuring out the puzzle. Like my favorite part of any show, even the show I didn't like, is doing the new stuff, because it doesn't even matter if it goes well or not. Like I'm just figuring out the wording and the puzzle and what information is important and what people are even interested in. And like, I have this.
You see what works and how to formulate the joke.
And that's my favorite part. So it doesn't feel good to do a new thing and it just bombs.
The crafting part.
But usually at this point in my career, I have at least one line that works and I'm trying to figure out the rest of it. So every time I do it, I get further and further. And then eventually it just starts working all the time. So then there's this moment where it works all the time and you're like, I'm a fucking genius. And you just feel awesome.
Yeah.
And then after about maybe like, depending on the joke, maybe like anywhere from a month to 3 months, you're looking, I know it works.
Yeah.
Like it
just kind of fizzles out.
Yeah.
You're like, not exciting anymore.
It's like when you find a new song and you're like, this is the best song ever. And you send it to everybody and you listen to it over and over again. You listen and listen and listen. And you're like, I'll never get sick of it. And then one day you're like, I fucking hate this
Can't
song.
hear it ever again.
And I eventually start to be like, I don't understand why it's funny. Like I actually lose complete connection. And when I think when you lose connection over time, A, it's just not fun, but B, I'm not performing it in a way that makes
people feel it. Right?
I do. I really. You'll start to see when your best jokes bomb or not do well because there's no connection to it. So I try to continue to always have a connection to my work. So I vaguely, like, there's one, Equal Pay Act was one of them, but I can't tell you what I said afterwards, or like. 19th,
that's awesome.
19th Amendment, but I don't.
I think that's so cool that you're like, I don't even. Yeah,
that
was an old joke,
dude. My buddy Prakash like quoted something. I was like, oh, that's pretty funny. He's like, that's your joke, and I was like, oh, because he's seen me perform since I was 18 years old, and he literally quoted a joke from when I was like 19, and I was like, oh, it's pretty funny, and I was like, oh, I don't. You remember.
Started at 19?
I started when I was 16.
Damn. I feel like him and I have had like we're very comedic bucks, but we grew up here.
Yeah.
So it was kind of like, where are we going to, do this shit?
Social media wasn't a thing yet.
Yeah.
So we just never really pursued it much.
Yeah, and I always wanted to.
We were always making dumb videos and things like that. But
I have that same shit, though. Like, I'll get sick of a joke that I write, like, after the third time I say it.
Yeah.
Like, I get it, and then I kind of, like, keep telling different groups of people. And I'll write it, like, that week, kind of in my head, but it's more like an improv-y type of thing.
Yeah.
Then I'm just over it. It's more like just a story of my life.
Yeah.
But I wish I had more discipline.
Do you ever find it exhausting that your brain's looking for jokes all the time?
No,
you ever have trouble turning that off, or is it just
no? I find the opposite. I feel like I'm more well adjusted and like can take on bad days better because I have something bad happen to me. Like, I was really angry when I got that ticket in Paris. I was really pissed off. Like I was tired.
The subway thing?
Yeah, it was bullshit.
Yeah, that's...
And, I'm literally in the first city with my best friend on her birthday, and they're wrong. I know they're wrong. They can go fuck themselves. And I don't... And 60 euros is what? Like $65, maybe $70. It's not a lot of money. But when you're putting on a tour together, I was paying for everything. I was paying for all our travel, all our hotel. I was paying for everything. A, it adds up, and B, I didn't do anything wrong. And so... stuff like that makes me so like this is where I am my father. This is why I probably do have an older male fan base, because it's all about principles and, morals and doing the right thing. And it's like, if I'm a good person and I do the right thing, why am I reaping the consequences of somebody that doesn't? So I get like locked in there and I get angry. And what's changed, what's made me not, because I literally looked at Danny. I paid the ticket. I was fucking angry. I look at her. I go, I need 10 minutes to be angry. I'm going to complain about it. I'm going to be in a bad mood, but I'm not going to let this ruin our day. And that's what I did. I complained the whole time we walked to our hotel. I was like, give me 5 minutes to write this down. I wrote it down. We did a documentary, so she interviewed me. And then I was like, fucking let's go get waffles or something. Like, let's fucking go get a croissant. Like, let's go do something. And we had an awesome day. And it was one of the nicest compliments. I've known her, since we were 10. But she's like, I don't know, there's something really amazing that you didn't let that ruin our trip. And I was like, dude, I've dated so many dudes that like the smallest thing will ruin a day. And
just
it's
dwell.
And it's just like, I'm not going to do that. And so I think some of it's therapy, but I think the other half of it is I do get something else out of it. Like I get a joke. I get to express myself. I get to process those feelings. I get to have other people agree with me. And I think all those things really are kind of healing and helpful, so that most bad moments in my life have actually become some of my best material. And now I have the foresight that when someone is annoying me or something is uncomfortable or
this is gold.
I kind of am like, all right, write it down. Sometimes like, I have a joke from not my last special, but the special before where I was waiting in line and this woman asked like, at like a CVS, and this woman asked to cut in line because all she had was like a greeting card. And I was like, yeah, sure, absolutely. But then she just kept talking to me and like telling me everything that was going on and basically like emotionally dumping and like talking about how her friend's mom just died and da-da-da. And I'm just like, I can feel my emotions. Like I'm being nice, but my whole time I was like, fucking I let you cut in front. You can't ask for another favor. This is a bigger favor to ask me to listen to your garbage.
Second favor.
Yeah. No, the favor was that you got to cut in front of me. But you don't get to fuck. I'm not your friend. I don't want to be your friend.
Yeah,
you're gonna pay for my shit if I have to be a friend. Like, and I was just like, so it like I could find myself being angry. And as I'm listening to this woman, I feel my anger and I start laughing because I'm like, God, I'm such a psychopath. So I started, as soon as she was checking out, I started writing it down and I was still angry. So I called my friend Ashley. I told her about it. And as I'm telling her about it, I'm like, this is psycho. And then I wrote it all down. And it's one of my favorite bits about just like, I'm happy to do nice things, but you don't get to ask for more. Like you can't, and people need to understand what they're asking for.
That is some shit going on.
You hearing this?
All the fucking time with me, and it makes my blood fucking boil.
Are you paying attention, bro?
Dude, so you give them one thing and then they want the fucking world.
Yeah, but they don't even know what they're asking. You know what I mean? I think that's what it is that
it's more like the door is open and now I'm going to go in there like a kid in a candy store and I'm just going to take whatever I want.
And the truth of the matter is most people understand physical favors.
Yeah.
Hey, will you save this parking spot for me? Hey, will you do this for me?
Yeah.
It's like, yes, but nobody understands.
Will you send me a recipe?
But actually
how to make worms.
Yeah, but what's starting to be talked about more is emotional labor, because that's what that is. That's emotional labor. You now want me to hear about your bad day. And that's fine if we were friends or if you were my mother.
It's emotional dumping.
Yeah, but it's like, and in some cases, you should, even with because I can dump. I'm a dumper. But like, I'll call up my sister and be like, hey, I'm having the worst day. Do you have a minute? And she'll be like, honestly, dude, I don't have the time and I'm kind of in a shit day.
Yeah.
And you're just like, whatever.
Yeah. And I'll be like, I'll find somebody else. Like my sister's called me up and I was like, dude, I'm actually going to make you feel worse. And she's like, I was like, go call Tina, go call Blanche. Like I know her besties, go call them. I'm not going to be there. But then there's some days where I'm like, lay it on me. Let's hear it.
Yeah. You
gotta
balance the dumping.
And I could be like, yeah, I do hope that guy dies. I will be another person in your life that hopes that guy dies. Let's see if we can do it with our minds. But like, I think more and more people don't ask specifically what they ask of women, which is we hold most emotional labor. But that was another woman asking someone else to do that without not even asking, demanding. So I think more and more I've become sensitive to the fact that like I've worked really hard not to put shit on anybody and even to be able to express myself whenever the fuck I want, whether it's on a podcast, on shows, on Twitter, whatever it is.
Yeah.
I worked so that I had people that want to listen to my dumb thoughts. I'm sorry you didn't work as hard. You know what? You just need a couple of friends, and if you don't have them, that's on you. But I don't. Yeah. I mute people on Facebook and Instagram all the time. I do not need to fucking listen to your garbage. I didn't sign up for this.
Hell yeah.
And I have people that listen to my garbage, and I'm grateful.
Yeah, they're right, man.
Yeah.
And you got the craft and shit, and you've got the audience.
Make your sadness funny. That's what I do.
Yes.
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
I get that.
I like that.
I don't have the same relationship with comedy.
This guy can dwell on some shit for days.
Dude, you gotta let it go.
Well, then
you're literally giving yourself cancer.
Oh, I know. I'm getting ass cancer by the minute.
Yeah.
But I'm fucking, I make jokes out of it eventually. Like it comes around, but I usually need, like once I make a joke out of it, the pain goes away.
Sure.
So it took me, and once my friend circles got really small, basically just like
just this
Caleb
and a bunch
and a couple other
poop
guys.
Emojis that you have around.
Yeah, it's a couple other guys.
My best friend.
There's a couple other guys and Caleb. Yeah, and that's
like,
and
this
that's
is Roger.
it. You know what
he
I mean?
listens to all my emotions.
Yeah, I have like a fake poodle at home, a stuffed animal and poodle. But I used to have. You know what helped me was when I went to fucking high school or college. You have a giant group of people. And I could go out there and I would just riff. And I could get like a crowd around me and just start riffing and fucking.
These were his glory days. This was when he was at.
I peaked in high school. I peaked in high school for real. Like everything good happened to me.
He
in high
always
school.
says this. It's ridiculous, but
I mean, the looks and the fucking comedy gold and the sharp
he
mind.
thinks that he was like fucking Eddie Murphy in high school.
Yeah,
I
I
keep trying
do.
to tell him like, dude, you're way funnier now than you were in high school. Trust
Yeah,
me.
and you find out nobody likes you in high school.
Yeah,
Well, dude, I
didn't even like you in high school.
Yeah, you didn't much. I had he was like, this fucking guy's lost his mind, he's a fucking asshole.
Yes.
But I had like a crowd, you know, but they were younger than me, you know what I mean, like a fucking like 10th graders, and I was like, you know, a 12th grader, whatever the fuck, and they would follow me around trying to listen to the jokes.
There are
Whatever.
people that perform for 10th graders. You could still
That's
have
me.
that. I mean,
There
just
are
don't
kids for
just
there are
don't
performers at
don't
birthday-
groom them. Just don't try to have sex with them. But you can.
I know you got to be careful about
yeah,
that.
no,
shit.
you gotta.
can do
I would be
stand-up
too
at
scared to even
birthday
be
parties.
around a 10. Yeah, I would never go around a birthday party or 10th graders now because I feel like as soon as I walk in, they're like, this
what was
guy,
it, Andrew Tate?
this
That's
guy's
like
a
talking to
molester.
10th graders, telling them to hate women. You could have that.
That
Dude,
could be
if I
your
came in with this outfit, they'd be like,
I think
this
you're
guy's
halfway
gonna
there.
He's molesting somebody. He's gonna molest somebody.
Lean in. Just go do
I
it.
know.
Just be a
You
misogynist.
already have the whole outfit.
I'm just gonna
from head
go.
to toe. Just
Yeah, I
lean
might
into
as
it.
well just. Yeah.
Have you
just do
ever
it.
told them to
I know
hate
what
women?
y'all
I think
fucking
you
are
could really.
thinking.
I think you could blow
I
up.
think-
Yeah.
And he's going
You
to
know
jail,
what?
so I think that podcast is opening.
Yeah.
There you go.
We could fill
We
that
might be
spot,
on
man.
to something. I
So,
like this idea.
what's the most annoying thing to you about being a comedian? If you had to say,
Annoying?
yeah,
I mean, I like traveling, but the physical act of traveling is horrific. I mean, I would say the most bougie and kind of I think I'm better than people is my frequent flyer miles. Like genuinely like my sky
I got 'em
priority
stacked.
status, my getting bumped up to comfort plus and first class. I'm just like, I earn this. You guys are peasants. Like
Yeah.
for like literally like for 3 hours in the sky, I'm just like, I get what it means to be a billionaire, guys. Like, so, but it's
I'm
just,
elite.
but it's just truly like Chuck E. Cheese points. Like I've flown so much and I go like, so that level of just slight comfort is helpful and it's necessary and it takes the edge off by 10%.
Yeah.
But God, the travel, you know, I still take a lot of 6 a.m. flights because they take off half, you know, I could, like I said, I could bomb all weekend. I still get paid. I might not come back, but they still have to pay me. So just getting there half the time is the battle. And with ticket prices being higher than they've ever been and flights being canceled more than they ever have and delayed, 6 a.m. flights take off and they're the cheapest, but I am dying. Like I am tired.
yeah, I bet.
So I would say that kind of travel is probably the most annoying. Then it's just, I think right now with social media, I'm really struggling where I thought logically people, as I built my fan base, I thought people would logically understand that any kind of interaction with me is me doing my best. And there's people that live in a delusional world where like you get back to them once and they're like, we're best friends and this is what it is. And it's like, hey man, I'm doing my best to be appreciative of the people that like what I do. And I owe my whole career to social media, but I'm really struggling as I grow for people to not understand that I'm using every spare moment I have to be interactive and tell people where I'm going to be and thank people and like cat pictures and just be a human, but it is unsustainable.
It's a lot.
It's unsustainable at my level. So I don't know how people are doing it at any other level. It was unsustainable a couple of years ago, but it was a pandemic and I fucking had a lot of free time, but it's
How many cat pictures do you get sent a day?
I'm very fortunate, more than dick pictures. And that's the funny thing. My ratio is pretty good.
Dude.
But my favorite is, you know, Instagram specifically blurs them. So every time I get a picture, it's like blur, blur, blur. And if it's an orange cat, you're like, I don't know what's happening.
Like, it could be
If
either
they're
one.
sleeping like a hot
Either
dog or
one.
like a loaf, you're like, oh my God,
Oh,
this is the
yeah,
biggest
yeah,
dick
yeah.
I've ever seen. And then you're like, oh, that is a dick. That is a furry dick.
Furry dick.
He looks
Orange.
cute though.
The cactus penis.
yeah.
Oh.
But I do get a lot of cat, and I genuinely love every pet picture. People send me, they're like, hey, I don't have a cat. Here's an iguana. And I was like, that's a cute iguana. Like, thank you for
Right,
sharing.
and then they really
Those
love
are
that.
actually my favorite.
They
I'll
love
like
that, yeah.
everybody's cat picture.
Do you feel like social media has helped comedy, or do you think that it's hurting it?
Both.
Because I know the whole world of comedy's changed, where it used to be like you worked your way up in the clubs and you kind of got your recognition that way, and now everything's through social media.
Well, it's taken out the middleman, which they needed to leave anyway. Like, you know what I mean? Like, why is some dude that has a specific taste deciding who gets to see comedy? You know what I mean? Like, you have to understand that this is a business. It's about making money. So some of it is like, oh, we think people are going to like this, therefore we enjoy it. But some of it's like, I like this. I'm going to put my money and my status behind it, and we're going to see what happens. So I think you're getting more of a variety of comedians because the audience is choosing it as opposed to the industry. So you are having more, women in comedy. You're having more LGBTQ. You have more different ethnicities and backgrounds and religions.
Definitely.
Like, I think you're getting, and the truth of the matter is if you're going to tell jokes all day long about, I don't know, being Asian, whatever, it might not be for everybody, but there is an audience that's for, and let them have that audience. Like, I might not enjoy that. That might not be my thing got weird. That might not be my sense of humor. But at the same time, who cares if I like it? Then I just won't watch it. So the same idea with anything. Like,
there's comedy for everyone.
There's comedy for everybody.
Everyone.
And it's...
Even some people think this guy's funny.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Somebody's going to watch you. And you deserve, even if it's 7 people, you deserve to have access to those 7 people.
Even
One
if 7
guy.
10th graders.
Yeah, even if it's a bunch of 10th graders and you have to keep your
my
hands
shit.
up the whole time.
That's it.
This is
dude.
nothing. This is...
Hands above the sheets.
Now, what about the fucking the PC police type of thing? Because the PC
the
movement
PC
happened, and that
No.
went down. I know you got abortion jokes and shit.
I don't care.
laugh all day long, but you know what I'm saying. But like
the
some,
PC police, first of all, it's an ebb and flow. It's going to come back down.
I think everything should be a joke, though, right? Everything should be like you should be able to make fun of anything, and if people have a problem with it, then there's a problem with society with that particular genre of whatever you're talking about, right?
I think you should be able to joke. I have a 2-pronged feeling about that. I think you should joke about anything. Nothing is off topic. I do believe that certain topics are a stronger skill set, and that some people should only have butter knives and not be playing with swords.
Sure.
And that you have to earn your keep and your ability to talk about certain things so that you're not cutting everybody you know what I mean? Like, I'm going to give more attention and don't get me wrong, there's definitely some pros and some...
Well, Dave Chappelle.
I don't know what the fuck he's doing. I don't know
Dave
what the fuck
Chappelle
he's doing.
really went like...
He's ruined it. He's ruined his legacy for me, and I've always been a huge Chappelle fan.
Well, he went from like the fucking like cartoonish voice guy, and now he's like
It's dark.
depressed.
I'm okay with dark
I
and
still
depressed.
think he's like
I
at
just
the
don't
top in a way.
understand.
He has all my respect, but like
Because let's put it this way: do I think trans people are untouchable? Absolutely not. But if you're gonna talk about a topic like that, especially a marginalized group that is literally being attacked for their rights, if you are going to go after people that already have a difficult life and are already bullied from a government to just society, have something fucking interesting to say. Have an interesting perspective.
Make it goofy
Make
or
it funny.
fun. Like, make it fun.
Yeah, he's just being an asshole.
He's
Then
he's preaching.
his way of compensating is saying that he helped a trans woman once. What are you? I have a black friending it. This is horrible.
That's
where it's
that is the
despicable.
vibe. That was the vibe of it.
And
It was
that's
a little weird.
It's super weird. And so it's like he's lost touch with comedic reality, because I'm fine with you saying fucked up things, but take me on a journey. You know, half of Bill Burr's jokes are misogynistic, but at least I understand how he got there. So his premises, I'll be like, Bill, what are we doing, Bill? And then by the end of it, I'm like, I get why you feel that way.
Because the energy is there, like like the root of the comedy is still
ridiculous.
alive.
I understand his ridiculous headspace, but just to be a dick is like, that's not comedy. So I think on one side of it, fucking do a good job. If you're not doing a good job and a majority of people are angry, and it's not saying you're doing a good job when somebody goes, well, you should be able to say whatever you want. Sure, say whatever you want. But in the realm of comedy, this is entertainment. And while it is subjective, a majority of the people should like what you're saying.
Yeah, I never laughed at the last 3 specials Dave Chappelle did.
I
felt like he was angry.
Yeah, he was.
And I'm okay with angry, but take me somewhere. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know, the end of Carlin's career, he was angry, but
He was
take
angry,
me on
but
a
he was
journey.
brilliant.
Absolutely
Like a brilliant
brilliant.
angry. Like,
and
people
clearly
he's
on the right
popular
side
again.
of history, because his stuff still stands up
It's
today.
yeah.
I'm Jewish, and some of my all-time favorite jokes are Jew jokes.
Yeah.
When they're done well, I love it.
Dude, I have
It's
people. Dude, I love hip hop. They shit on women all the time. Take me on a journey.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I mean?
Yes.
Make it fun. Have a good beat and talk about
be
bitches.
a good artist.
You know what I
Yeah.
mean?
Yes.
Will I probably be alone in an elevator with you? Probably not. But
Yeah.
I'm enjoying your bitch vibes. But
I'm on for the ride.
So you know what I mean? Like, be good at what you're doing if you're going to do it and have a unique perspective. Because at the end of the day, everybody talks about weed. Everybody talks about dating. Everybody talks about fucking fart jokes. Every subject has been done. What makes you a unique comic is the journey you take somebody on.
Yeah, the
So
original.
It's
You know what I mean?
unique
Original spark.
perspective.
So some of the
Yeah.
best weed
Yes.
jokes are by Chappelle because he took you on a journey, or fucking by, Cat Williams. But as soon as you stop being your unique self and interesting and trying to find the funny in it, then you're just an asshole on the street and you're no longer a comic, and I'm not paying for it. So that's the thing. Thank you.
I like that.
Yes.
I've been waiting for someone to say that for a while.
My next feeling is this. I think you can talk about anything. And you're gonna hurt people. At the end of the day, I have a miscarriage joke, literally a joke about my friend going through a miscarriage, and I compare it to me fucking up and losing an email. That's what I compared. That's a horrible comparison. Do
But
you
that's
know?
funny,
do you know who
though,
heard the first
dude.
version of that joke? My friend that had a miscarriage. I said it to her.
did she cry?
She laughed her ass off and went, "I'm so glad
Okay.
I called you. I knew you were the right person."
Nice.
Is everybody going to heal from one of the worst things and the worst days that happened to them with a joke? Absolutely not. Empathy is absolutely a way that people heal. But comedy is also a way that people heal. And I refuse to believe that just because you don't like healing with comedy, that other people don't deserve that pathway. Do you know what I'm saying?
That's
Yeah.
why they
So
had
you-
gestures. They had
You
gestures
might be a
back then.
friend that calls me up and said, I had the worst day, X, Y, and Z happened, and you want me to go, hey man, that sucks. Tell me about it. Or you might have a shitty day and I'll be like, you fucking would do that. You know what I mean? And I make fun of you and we joke about it, and that's healing to you.
Yeah,
you
right.
both are deserving of that. And I am capable of doing both. I am a very empathetic person, but I know how to talk to you and I know how to talk to you. And that's what audience is about. If you want empathy, this is probably not the right vehicle of understanding for you. This vehicle of connection is for people that heal either in a dark way, in a comedic way, in a blunt way, in a silly way. Everybody's subjective comedy is different, because you can even be somebody that likes empathy and silly comedy, or somebody that likes dark jokes, and that's how everybody's different. And I'm a combo of both. All that said, you can't take that away from people. And that's
we
what
need this.
that's
I
what-
need this.
Yeah.
And you can absolutely look at a joke and you can look at my miscarriage joke, which fans of mine have been like, that's too far and I don't like that. Sure. Then just don't like that joke, but you're going to throw away me completely because in that situation, that's not how
They pick
you
one thing and like,
Exa-
that was offensive. Now you're canceled. They get this, like the cancel culture thing comes back.
But this is the other thing is cancel culture. Yes, it's a little bit of your fan base, but people are like, well, why isn't Chappelle canceled? Or why isn't Louis C.K. canceled? Or why are these other people that were canceled not actually canceled? Well, because they have a large enough fan base where they don't care for whatever the reason they got canceled for. But also, most of the people canceling weren't paying for tickets in the first place. You know what I mean? Like, you
Right.
can't.
They're
if you were
showing
na-
up there for the wrong reason.
I can't tell you how many people will see a video of mine and be like, this sucks, but they don't follow me. They're not a fan of comedy in general. They've never paid for a special, watched a live show, bought a book. You can't ruin my career if you never supported it in the first place. Real cancellation is your fans turning
I
on
think
you.
it's like a power play of some sort. Like they
It's a
give
power play.
themselves like validation by having the power to like get a movement against a comic in some sort of way.
I think Pete, there's just haters. I think people are just out there just hating
I
everything.
mean,
People-
the internet is ruthless.
Yeah, but it's also people that don't like their life, because I have never left a hate comment. I've seen tons of comedy I hate. I've seen tons of political people I hate. I don't fucking write anything mean on the internet
Yeah.
because my life is awesome. And I've taken all this time to cultivate a fan base and cultivate my voice and cultivate my career and cultivate a good friend group and be close to my family. I've done the work to better myself and better my life. And most people take the easy way out, which is hating other people. They can go fuck themselves, and I'm not gonna be a part of that. So I think when I get a hate comment, sometimes it's as much as women suck and you suck, and it's like, well, it's pretty obvious how you feel about women,
general.
you were never gonna. Even if I was the best comedian, even if I was telling Bill Burr jokes, you would find a way to hate me because I'm a woman. There's no point in even fighting it. And then there's people that are comedy nerds that for whatever reason they don't like what I do. That's fine. I wasn't for you. I'm not for everybody. But I think this idea of taking away people's livelihood or taking away people's joy because you don't like it is truly immaturity, and it's also just people that don't like themselves. And I think more and more I ignore it. And sometimes I've just been like, I'm sorry you're having a rough go. I hope you find your path.
Yeah.
Have a shit emoji.
Give
Squeeze a little shit emoji.
Yeah.
It's
good for this. Yeah. It's good to release that stress.
Well, we are running out of time here, unfortunately. I got a few more
It's
questions.
going by really fast.
Yeah, no, I'm
we're
a talker.
We're
It's a
flying
good thing.
through.
No,
I love it.
You're great.
So let's get into the nitty gritty here. You don't believe in ghosts. Is this true?
Yeah.
And you don't drink. Is this
Also
also
true.
Wow.
Do you believe in aliens?
I do.
Yes.
I think, let's think about it logically speaking. Aliens, of course. Like, whether they visited us or not, I don't know. But the idea that we're the only people in the universe is just stupid.
Impossible.
It's a bit selfish.
It's impossible.
It's just, you know what I mean? It's like the same way that, like, I know that I live in a bubble in New York City and not everybody thinks the way I think. So it's like, do I like my bubble? Of course I do. Do I want to talk to people outside my bubble? Rarely. So it's kind of the same way. Do I know anything or have any idea of who they are, what they want, what is happening? No, I don't really think but the belief that they're there, sure. Maybe they're all spiders. I don't know.
Right.
I don't know.
There's probably a spider species.
Yeah, but I just refuse to believe that it's just us. So that's first and foremost. Ghosts, there's enough studies to show that it's psychological, that most people see ghosts after something traumatic happened, whether they lost somebody they really cared about. Excuse me, they went through a traumatic experience.
I personally have never seen a ghost.
Yeah.
Me too. And I'm a paranormal fuck.
Yeah.
So I really look for that shit.
He's looking everywhere.
Of
I
course.
look all day long.
Of course. And I have cats that stare at the walls. Like,
And yeah.
Same.
if there's, you know what I mean? And so it's like, there's enough science to show that ghosts is mental, and aliens, there's enough unknown to be like, we don't even know what's at the bottom of the ocean and what type of creatures are there.
In my mind, there are already aliens on this planet. You just got to look in
and
the
they're
ocean.
they're a SpongeBob
right
and they're
there.
under the sea.
They're right there.
I've definitely met an alien at a Starbucks for sure. In disguise, for sure.
Yeah.
Is that Starbucks?
Just like that fucking lady on the plane, dude. And the recent stories.
They're
not real.
yeah.
Not real.
They show like Scooby Doo, but
Yeah.
a lot of people are saying it might have been aliens.
And yeah, and I don't drink, so I think I have less moments where I think ghosts might be real.
Right.
Hmm.
I'm also not a drinker, so I have that in common. And most of the time, people think that I have a problem.
Yeah.
When they assume, oh, he must be in AA or something.
Yeah.
But
They get real
I just-
empathetic, and you're just like, oh, I just have tum-tum issues.
You never drink?
No, I did. I drank very young. I was never.
Stop.
Yeah, like I drank when I was a teenager, and then I got into comedy, and really I stopped doing everything because I was just drinking
It's
because
the
I
only
was
cure
sad.
for my anxiety. I have to. Like it's
That's not true,
I
but,
have no. I
um,
have anti-anxiety meds.
Okay, that's fine.
And they
but
don't
that's,
work.
Okay, but there's got to be other ways.
Well, I've tried a lot of things.
Have you tried? Have you
don't listen to
tried? Have you tried
anything.
therapy?
Yes.
Have you tried meditation?
I was a yoga instructor until 2 weeks ago.
I think you did it all of it wrong.
yes, you did.
I'm just-
No, I didn't, dude.
all of it
I've
wrong.
been
You
doing
did
it
it
for
backwards.
years, dude.
How old are you?
I'm 33.
Yeah, you're wrong. We don't have time for me to tell you how you're wrong, but
I love this.
Dude, I tried so much. You
I
have
am
no
proud
idea.
of you for trying.
I did so much. Like I wish I could.
If
I
we're
wish I
gonna
could
go on the
download-
other spectrum,
I'm
have
trying
you-
to like download it into your mind right now. Like I'm an
don't-
alien.
Okay, I don't doubt that you tried, and
Yeah.
I don't doubt that it's difficult for you. I will say, if you're gonna go the other route, why not do something that's more like, was it like ketamine therapy or
Try it.
Really?
Have ketamine at home right now.
I mean, with somebody, not just like fucking doing horse tranquilizers by yourself.
See, you're doing it wrong.
Yeah.
You're doing it wrong. That's
Like
the
with
thing.
a medical
I did it.
professional.
I did it with the medicals. They gave me the nose spray.
Did it with the
dude.
medicals.
I tried mushrooms. I've done fucking MDMA therapy, all that shit.
What about change your diet?
I changed. That actually helped the most.
I was gonna say, like taking
And
out
I-
all caffeine and actually eating
Yes,
stuff for your.
that. Well, I fried myself. I did a lot of drugs in my 20s.
Yeah, that makes sense.
So that really I was already an anxious kid and like.
And I understand that you were
know.
self-medicating because that's what I did as well for my anxiety. But I
Oh
think
yeah, but like seriously, this is the only thing that helps. Nothing else helps. Like nothing else.
I'm a
helps.
weed smoker. He's a drinker. Somehow
Yeah,
we're still friends.
I mean, as long as I don't wake up and I'm like, I need a shot, then I think I'm okay. You know, if I can take some days off in the week and then.
You seem
Yeah,
high
okay.
functioning. I'm proud of you.
Yeah, no, I have a full-time job. I'm
He's
okay.
not.
I'm
He's
okay.
not.
Great.
He doesn't know. He doesn't.
I see you in here every week, bro, and every time you say the same thing. I don't know if I'm gonna make it through today, man.
It's like I got anxiety. That's it. And then once then I take my shot or a drink, and then I turn it up. I gotta turn it up.
Yeah.
I don't know how you get in front of a fucking crowd full, crowd of people
Yeah.
and do a whole set like that would fucking. And I feel like that would be my calling in a way, and it has been, but it's just so terrifying for some reason for me. You know,
Yeah. Well,
can't do
your
it.
day to day is terrifying, apparently. So
Yeah, pretty much.
I can't imagine the most
Yeah.
terrifying thing in most people's lives is going to be easy for you.
Yeah, and for some reason it got worse. It got worse recently. I don't know why, but anyways, we'll stop the therapy.
Let's
session.
stop the therapy
Yeah,
session
let's
and let's
go
go
on.
into the news.
The news.
I love this.
Do I? Okay.
Okay, here we go.
Do I have one? Okay. I don't.
So, this week, Roseanne is back in some hot water for making some comments on Theo Von's podcast. Did you see this?
No, I did not.
Yes. After condemning claims that the 2022 election was rigged, the former Roseanne star, Roseanne, attempted a sarcastic anti-Semitic rant to make her point, and it was pretty bad.
Yeah.
Even though she was trying, because she's Jewish, I think she was just trying to make a point, but she's like the drunk aunt at a party that's just not really
My best friend.
not really getting there. So that was a bummer, but the clip went viral, and then they had to take it down off Instagram. But Elon was like, "It stays on Twitter."
Good for you, Elon. Way to have principles.
I know, right? So that was the first thing in the news this week. The purple grimace shake at McDonald's is back, and I have noticed on 2 different occasions a purple bird shit splat onto my windshield of my car. Something's not right.
Environment's changing.
Something's wrong.
Environment's
with
changing.
What is the purple? Like, what makes it? Is it just look purple? Like, is it like?
Who knows? Nobody knows.
But you remember, like in the '90s, when they would do like Hulk ketchup and it would be green, or like
Yeah, it was
Yeah,
just baby shit.
yeah.
I
of
have
course.
no idea
Yeah.
what could be purple.
Okay. I just don't know
It's
if it's
not
like
natural.
dye or if it's supposed to be like a blueberry shake or something.
I think it's dye.
It's
If I had to guess, McDonald's.
Okay, I haven't been to McDonald's in like 15 years.
Yeah.
red,
Good for
purple
you.
dye
That's
number.
good.
Yeah, no, that's. I think that
Same.
took away the edge of my anxiety.
He loves McDonald's.
Yeah, that's.
Absolutely.
You should absolutely take that out of your
Absolutely.
diet.
McDonald's now has a $235 wedding package where you get 100 boxes of chicken McNuggets.
If you get married there,
No, you can
No,
just
it's
go
like
to McDonald's.
catering.
You can say like, "I want a McDonald's wedding," and they will. It's a new thing on the menu.
fuck that shit.
I thought you were gonna love this.
No, dude. I
What?
would fucking shoot an arrow
I
through
thought you'd
Ronald
love
McDonald's
a
heart.
McDonald's white trash wedding.
I would shoot an arrow through that fucking clown's heart,
I'm
dude.
shocked, man.
Fuck.
Your husband's like, I'll do the catering. And you're like, I'm so lucky to have a husband that really takes initiative in weddings. And then you're like,
It's a bunch
Yeah.
of fucking double cheesemburgers and a
Yeah.
fucking like
and you're like, oh my
tin
God.
foil fucking
You're like,
rectangle.
You're like, can you get it annulled? Can we not?
Yeah.
I'm not signing.
I'm
the
not going
paperwork.
forward. We're
I do
canceling.
not.
We're canceling.
Canceling this wedding.
This week was a record heat ever
Yeah, in like
In-
the world.
in the world.
Yeah.
Like cumulatively, I don't really understand how.
Yeah, no, I didn't get it either.
But it's hot,
Yeah.
and I felt it.
Oh yeah. Oh
Yeah.
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 I was dying this week.
We're in the penis of the United States, so it's
For sure.
hot. Dude.
Yeah, I was telling him the other week my undercarriage had like a layer of salt. Just
That's
it-
nice.
It was like getting salt like
It
a,
was
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
crystalline.
You're like, was I on the beach? Why is it sandy?
Yeah.
yeah, it was
Like
like
a
a
cave fucking
a ham,
like
like when they cure a ham,
Oh.
and they hang it up.
Okay.
I've learned so much.
They
I didn't know
they
about that.
found cocaine in the White House.
Yes.
I wonder whose that could have been. Maybe Mr. Sniffs-a-lot himself.
I mean, there's so many people on staff that could have been.
Dude,
That's
I
true.
had Senator Cocaine at a festival once. They said their dad was a senator and shit.
You had a senator's cocaine?
Yes, they're like, I stole it from my daddy. And they gave it
Do
to
we
me.
know
It was
which
the best.
senator?
She wouldn't say.
Ah.
And it was the best cocaine I've had
Boo.
to this day.
Congratulations.
Well,
I don't do it anymore, but
I just assumed that it was Trump, but then they said they found it in the library, and I was like, Trump
There's no
was,
way.
There's no
Yeah,
way
he's
Trump
never
was.
been. It would be suspicious if he even just went there.
Yeah,
No, it's
Mm.
definitely got to be one of his kids.
yeah. Eric.
you think so?
Yeah. I was
Or
thinking Eric
the
right
other-
away.
Yeah,
Yeah, Eric. It's Eric, right?
Eric.
What's
Eric's the
other one?
weirdo.
He left his 8-ball on
What's
the
the
table.
one that's always on TV vouching for his dad? Is it Eric?
I think he's Trump Jr.
Is the blonde or the brunette?
I just know the one that's always like, my dad. Which one is that?
Is
I
that
think
the...
It's
That's-
Trumpy Jr.
Yeah, it's a junior, I think.
Eric's the weird
The blonde
looking
one, right?
Yeah, no, I think it's the other one.
He's got the the
Yeah.
cokehead one that's
Yeah.
just constantly gritting his teeth. Also, the fight for the billionaires continues as Zuckerberg launches the new Threads app
Yeah.
to
People
rival
really
Twitter.
love that.
I mean,
A lot of
there's-
downloads, right?
yeah, I downloaded it.
Over
It just
10
does,
million in like the first 2 days.
There's
Like, it was-
more.
It's the
There's
most.
more.
It's the
It's
most
like
popular
30.
app ever.
yeah, but I think one, it's super easy. It's like a click of a button. So right there, you don't have to fill any profile. You get an immediate follow because if you have any followers on Instagram, it like immediately alerts them.
Transfers.
Yeah, so it's like,
Genius.
so I think the fact that it's
It
Yeah,
pays to be a robot. Zuckerberg.
yeah, it's so funny because like he tweeted like this is going to be like a place where everybody's friendly. I was like, dude, you can't pretend like you have like a heart of pure gold when you're the one that's like half the reason we have like emboldened racists and, you know, Nazis and homophobes.
Yeah.
Yeah,
but he
for
was
real.
just like, I'm really just trying to make this a great place, and just like, dude, you're also part of the problem. Like, go
Yeah.
fuck yourself.
Absolutely.
He's a CEO/robot. And that's the way it is.
He's been our douche of the week on the show a few times.
Yeah, no, that makes sense.
What else we got here? We have new AI glasses that in 2025 are coming out that can tell if people are lying or if people are attracted to you.
I've actually... My Uncle Craig gave me these, man. And this is...
Your Uncle
This is-
Craig.
This is... yeah, he
I love that you couldn't find your vape, but you're made up.
well, these are special. It costs a lot of money. My Uncle Craig gave me these shits. And...
I didn't even know you had an Uncle Craig. He works like at
Yeah.
Apple or what?
Yeah, they're pretty good, man.
All right.
They
so-
definitely do the
Can't
thing.
wait for
You
it
wanna
to dry
try 'em?
your eyeballs.
No, you go first. Let's see. Have you ever...
Okay. Hold on, let me get him on first. Okay.
Wouldn't he be able to tell if you're lying?
Right.
Shouldn't he be asking the questions?
Go ahead.
What?
You have to ask a question that you might lie about.
Let me see. Let's see if these fucking things work. Oh, yeah, I already have glasses on. All right. Let's test it.
I'm starting to think this might not be a professional podcast.
There we go. All right.
We
Are
talked
you
about
ready?
it. Okay.
Have you ever had sex with a couch?
No.
Okay.
It's lying, dude. It's lying.
My Uncle Craig's wrong.
Yeah.
All right. Let's see if it the attraction thing. Press the attraction button. See if
All
that
right,
works.
Let me see.
Homosexual attraction.
Oh my god, dude.
Sexual attraction detected.
Give me those. Dude. I
Okay,
don't
get
think-
these things out
I
of
don't
here.
think the technology
See?
is quite there yet.
Welcome to SNL.
Nailed it, guys.
I don't think the technology is
I like-
quite there yet.
I'm now starting to think these are
Welcome to
like
fucking
these are stress
SNL,
balls for
dude.
your guests.
Yeah.
Yeah, they are.
They are absolutely for the guests. They're not for us.
This one's better. I use that one a lot.
That one looks dirty.
Yeah, it's because I use it.
He's.
I'll take it back.
You don't want to know where that's been.
Yeah.
Also, this week was Nathan's International Hot Dog and Bun Eating Contest, and my man Joey Chestnut, American hero,
Joey
Every year.
Chestnut.
Every year.
pulled it out again. His 16th win.
Hero.
He ate 62 fucking hot dogs in 10 minutes.
Do you think that's
Yes.
do you think that's on his dating profile? Like, how do you just like smoothly
For
put that
sure.
in there? Like,
For sure.
hey, I'll pay for dinner because I'm probably gonna eat all of it.
Joey Chestnut.
Can you imagine?
I would do that to his forehead.
the
Also,
sh-
is his real last name Chestnut? Because that's a great last name.
I
I
don't
would
know, but
love that.
That's
Next
about
cat name.
as American as apple pie. Joey Chestnut.
Joey
Joe
Chestnut.
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut.
He really is going to be legendary, like
Another
it was-
hole in one.
You know what I mean? Like those kind of old, like Johnny Appleseed. Like
Yeah,
I think
It's
he's
the next
gonna
Johnny
legendary.
Appleseed.
I do.
like
I
that.
really do think it's going to be like this Joey Chestnut over here ate the whole fucking buffet. Like you know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like,
this
it's
fucking
gonna be
Joey
like,
Chestnut son of
you
a
know,
bitch.
my mom had leftovers. She was feeling bad about it, and then this Joey
This
Chestnut.
Joey Chestnut, he fucking.
But
Yeah.
dude, 62 hot dogs weighs 15 pounds.
How old is
How
he?
many?
He's gonna die soon.
15 pounds he ate?
He ate 15
Also, hot
pounds.
dogs are like one of the worst things you can put in your body. So like
So
this
much
guy,
processed.
both in how quickly
Mm.
he puts it in his body, and then what it is. It's like, yo, dude, why don't you just do cyanide?
Yeah, for real.
Like,
And he
Why don't you
doesn't just
drink
do hot
chlorine,
dogs.
you stupid bastard?
He does all sorts of stuff.
how do you
He's
build
one-
up that skill?
It's actually, I watched a thing on it and it's disgusting.
It's more
Yeah.
like
Because they dip it in
you-
water and
you-
shit,
yeah,
right?
you
He trains
dip it in
and
water,
he
you
does
open
these-
your gullet, and you just and
Do
it
you
slides
do
it
you
down.
think he looks
You,
at
like, look
seagulls
up-
and he goes, why not me?
Yeah.
Like, why
Yeah.
couldn't I?
For sure. He's like, I'm a
And
pelican.
when he's eating them, he's like shaking. You can
My
see-
uncle has a
he's-
double chin. I'm a fucking pelican too.
When he's shoving the hot dogs down, his hands are shaking and it's looks so bad.
What
and
does he get
violent.
for that win?
Not much. Wow. They don't get much
Like
money.
a fucking $25
I mean, he did.
McDonald's card.
Yeah, I was gonna say he did just get dinner.
yeah. Yeah, he's fed for a
And
while.
Here's a $25
But
McDonald's gift card.
the whole time I'm watching, all I was thinking about was the shit that they're going to take the next day.
Yeah, that's.
A 15-pound shit.
I
of hot dogs.
would hate it.
Oh, that's fucking crazy.
Or I'd love it, depending on the audience.
Yeah.
Acceptance issues
Yeah.
arising. That's me.
So I have here your book, Why Cats Are Assholes.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I haven't got a chance to read it yet because I just got it yesterday.
Yeah.
I skimmed
But
a
I'm
bit.
super excited. I love that the page numbers are little.
Buttholes.
Cat
Yeah, the
buttholes.
buttholes.
I
That's
really
so-
think that works with your show.
It's
Fun.
Yeah,
Yes.
for sure, dude.
Would you like to read a small excerpt in an English accent?
Oh,
for us?
God
Please.
damn it,
Yeah.
dude.
Don't do it. Just say no. Oh no.
Oh, and the hot
my
dogs,
God,
the hot dogs are here.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh my God.
Yes.
Holy
Don't
shit.
worry,
What is
you don't
this
have to
shit?
eat any hot dogs.
I physically can't.
This is.
She's not
you're
gonna
gonna
do
be
it.
the judge, and yes.
What the
bring it
fuck?
on
We got
over.
ketchup, mustard, and a fucking
Thank
bunch
you.
of hot dogs coming in the room. I'm
So
getting
Joey-
scared as shit. I've got to read in front of a group, and now
Read one sentence, please.
what
don't
is
read-
this? What is this?
You can do it.
Where am I starting?
That's my
Where am I
secret.
starting? The
Easy.
top. Both my parents are veterinarians, and they tell me stories about clients all the time. My dad told me recently about a new client that came in. He was just making small talk, and he asked what she did for a living. And
please,
she
please don't finish. I can't.
Criminal forensics.
So this is how he had to read out loud in school because he
Yeah.
had such bad anxiety to read out loud. So he'd have to do
I
it
had
in
to
an
do it.
accent
If
for
I do
real.
it in my regular voice, I will not
So
make
that's
it.
why
I'm
that's-
proud of you for having that skill. I don't like reading
I feel
out
like
loud.
after all this information, you finally understand who I am. I saw it in your eyes just now.
Yeah, no, and I'm so glad I know you.
Oh, okay, okay. I'll take that. I'll
I
take
have
that.
this
That's
for
the
you
best
to
thing you could have
sign.
said.
Oh, this is so
for
nice.
the Wall of Fame.
Oh, this is so. You guys are so
Oh,
sweet.
Sign it.
Can I say something ridiculous on this?
Say it. Yeah, whatever you fucking want.
Like, Turd Talks.
Say
is
the
the
most
best
fucked up thing you
podcast
can think of.
I've ever been on. You guys inspired me. You're my heroes. You know, I don't want to write it for you, but
Oh, these
Something-
uncircumcised hot dogs are really freaking me out, man.
I know he's been afraid of these hot dogs all week. I told him we were going to do this, so I
Dude,
did.
these uncircumcised hot dogs. Look at this
Thank you
shit.
so much. This is awesome. This is going
Are
straight
you
up on the Wall of
serious, bro?
Fame.
Do you see what it says?
I'm never coming back. I love it. I love this. Thank you so much.
That's beautiful. That's
That
beautiful
is
poetry.
awesome.
I love that.
It's a turd talk. Is that fine?
Yes.
Yeah.
T-E-R-D.
T-E-R-D.
Yeah.
See, she's a true fan.
Yeah, she knows about the U and the E difference. That's how it goes.
And let's see here. So Joey Chestnut, to do 62 hot dogs, I did the math, and I'm terrible at math, but I'm pretty sure he eats a hot dog every 9.7 seconds.
Am I gonna watch you guys?
You're going to watch him choke on a hot dog. So we're going to put 25 seconds on the clock, and I'm going to attempt We're both gonna attempt to finish these hot dogs.
Okay, can you like play a song or something?
Do I have to watch?
I don't have a song.
Oh, yeah,
but
you
we'll,
do.
We'll put the song in post. We'll put like an American Hero type of song.
Are you ready?
Can I be the person with the timer?
That's copyrighted. We can't
yeah,
use that.
you can't use
We
music.
can't use that.
Do you want me to do like a Rocky theme song, like dun?
Yes.
Dun, dun.
Yes.
I had the tiger on there.
All right, here we go.
I'm not getting fucking goddamn ketchup on it.
I mean, Joey Chestnut does not fucking do
damn it,
ketchup.
dude.
If you want to do it
Of
right, you
course
just
he's
do it
Joey
straight,
Chestnut,
dog.
dude.
This is gonna be horrible.
I know this is gonna be
I might
amazing.
die. You know the
Don't choke. I really, I don't know how to do the
Yeah,
Heimlich.
I was just gonna
Okay, so
ask
it's
you.
wait, 25 seconds.
Yes.
I'm gonna
We're-
do
We're
count-
giving ourselves an
25?
extra couple of seconds because I'm no Joey Chestnut. I didn't train for this.
Okay, tell me when you're
Are
ready.
you standing?
Because I gotta.
Are you
I
fucking
gotta
kidding me, dude?
No.
I'm dressing it up. I'm dressing it up.
All right, ready?
Hold on, wait. I gotta get close. I gotta get close to the.
Oh,
fucking...
good. People are gonna hear you chew. This is
Oh,
great.
Yeah. This is the best. That's
Oh,
the best
no.
part, right?
All right, ready?
God
the
damn
water-
it!
get the water
Wait,
ready.
I don't have any fucking liquids. Okay.
All right.
All right.
Here we
Set.
go. Here we go.
All ready?
Go. Oh my god, someone's gonna choke.
It's so hard.
Chew. You gotta chew. Oh my god, this is so
How did you do it, bro?
this is so messy. 15. We're at 15 seconds.
There's no way.
Are you still on your first hot dog?
I'm not even halfway.
And done.
No, dude.
I gave you almost 26 seconds. He at least got one.
I'm so disappointed in myself.
I'm disappointed in both of you. Do you think that ruined hot dogs for you? Oh my god, everybody take the time to chew. Oh my god, don't choke.
Can you hand me a fucking paper towel?
Well, that's going to wrap it up for this week. Thank you so much, Liz, for being on the show. She's on tour right now. What's the tour called?
New year, new tour.
New Year.
New fucking door!
Check her out. This is the first city, right? Sorry, my mouth.
You're probably no, you were not. Don't choke. I don't want to be here. Yeah, I'm pretty much done after next week, and then I don't know when this comes out. And then I start back up again in August.
Awesome. We have
Jinx, bitch.
we have a marine biologist coming on next week for Shark Week to see if megalodons are real. Check it out.
Check it out, bitch.
Wow.
Nailed it.
All right, yeah. Nailed it for sure.
Wow, I really thought I was going to get through a lot more hot dog than that.
Well, you're up against a caveman, dude, so.
I know, it's impressive.